Hello, this is Ch.131 here, and this is a video detailing the height differentials inside of the New World. So, I have gotten tons of comments asking, hey, how tall is Daniel? Hey, how tall is Jan? Etc., etc. And what they want is basically an idea of how proportionate and how the scope of the size of these characters in precise terms, which makes perfect sense because this is lit RPG, and that is one of the biggest draws of the genre, is that everything is laid out in numerical values and there isn't any fudging between the lines. So if you compared, the New World with Dragon Ball Z, for instance, Dragon Ball Z, there is no numbers or anything like that, so there's tons of videos detailing power struggles between different characters. There isn't really going to be that kind of ambiguity inside a lit RPG like my novel or Puddles or tons of other authors. So I went ahead and detailed a sketch that will show you guys exactly what the average height is for the person, a person in this world, and how tall Daniel is. So if we go, here is a tall dude. I don't know if I said, okay, 2 capital D's like a boss, and my handwriting is atrocious. But as you can see, we gave him a pumped up chest and some serious width in his clavicles, so he doesn't even look that small. And he is 6 foot tall. 6 foot's pretty tall. I think that's taller than your average dude. Substantially. I know in America the average height is 5'9", so 3 inches above average. It's pretty big. If we compare him to Daniel, right? Well, Daniel is a lot taller. He's 9'7". Some people are expecting to be like 20 feet tall. Okay, guys, you don't need to be, 5 feet taller than someone to dwarf them. A difference of 3 or 4 feet is enormous. No matter what happens, this tall dude cannot beat Daniel in a fight. If it was in a regular, realistic day and age of right now. Without the enhanced attributes and all this other stuff. But if they were just mano-y-mano, fist-to-fist, Daniel's not going to lose in that situation. And this should clear up at least some of the preconceived notions about how big of a difference you need in height in order to be able to see a notable difference. Because I know a lot of people are thinking, he should be like 14 feet. And to further emphasize this point, I decided to add in Yam. So, this gives you an idea how much bigger Yam is than Daniel. So, here is Yam. Here is a chart showing them, right? As you can see, this is an enormous differential between the absolute shortest guy, which is this tall dude, versus Yam. Yam is nearly twice the height, and he is so much bigger than just twice as big. It would take like 8 of these tall dudes to be equivalent to the size of Yam. So even versus Yam and Daniel, you can see that a head taller makes a big difference whenever you're that tall, and considering that Yam is just as fleshed out as Daniel is, the difference is palpable. It's hard not to notice. And to further emphasize, I went ahead and drew a really, really, really poor illustration of a car. And, oh my gosh, that thing is terrible. But if you look at it, right, average car is like 5 feet tall, okay? Look at Yam compared to the size of this car. He could pick this up with one hand easily and roll it over, right? This tall dude, there's no way. This car is dwarfing him. But Yam completely outsizes this car and could, throw it around like a rag doll. So hopefully this chart clears up a few some of y'all's ideas and sort of gives y'all some perspective, because I hear a lot of comments expecting these guys to be like 30 foot tall or something crazy like that. I'm like, these guys aren't going to be that tall, So, please do try and, lay off on the whole, oh man, Daniel's so short, I expected him to be just this gargantuan behemoth. I can't make him the size, taller than an elephant, bigger than an elephant, because he wouldn't be able to practically walk through any doors. Pretty much any human construction of any kind isn't going to be anywhere near big enough for him. And that kind of head crashing through, you know, doorways and stuff, it's annoying to write that in over and over again. So hopefully this gives you an idea. And for further emphasis, Keziah is about 7 foot, a little bit taller than 7 feet. Althea is around 6'3", 6'4". So every character in the story is going to be tall, right? And in fact, that's going to be an emphasis later on in the stories. The people who have joined Daniel's guild are substantially bigger and taller than people who haven't, because of the constitution, endurance, and all those other bonuses that can ramp up someone's size relatively quickly. So hopefully this video was interesting. Let me know. You know, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And hopefully this, you know, engages you guys and makes you guys feel like I do care, because I do. You know, I do read the comments, at least on Patreon. So see you guys. Monsoon out.